Okay, today we're going to talk about comparing numbers. Now when we compare numbers, we use these symbols. We use less than, greater than, or equal to compare numbers. Now we've already learned about how to read and write numbers. So let's just say I had two numbers that I was going to compare, and they could be any numbers. I could fill these blanks in with any digits. The first thing I want to do when I'm comparing numbers is I want to look at how many digits or how many places there are in each number. When I look at this one, it only has 4 places: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. When I look at this number over here, it has 5 places: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So looking at the number of digits that are in a number is going to be the first thing I look at, and that's going to tell me which one is the greater number. So a 4-digit number is always going to be less than a 5-digit number. So I could fill in on this side, let's say I did 9,999. 9 is the greatest digit I can put in any place. And on this side, let's say I did 10,000. Well, 9,999 is always going to be less than 10,000. So a 4-digit number is always less than a 5-digit number. So that's the first thing we look at when we compare numbers. How many digits are in the number? Well, let's say that I have two numbers that have the same number of digits. And so now I have to compare these numbers. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the numbers from left to right. So I'm going to look at, they both have 5 digits. Both have 5 digits. So I'm going to start with the greatest place. And the greatest place in this number is the 10,000s place. And let's just say that both of these numbers have a 1 in the 10,000s place. Well, that doesn't help me when I'm comparing numbers to determine which one is bigger. So next I'm going to move to the thousands place. And I'm going to keep going to the right and comparing numbers. Let's say that in the thousands place, they both have a 2. Again, right now, they both look like they are equal numbers. But I have to move on to the next place. And let's say that this one has a 5 and this place has a 3. When I get to the next place, the hundreds place, that tells me which number is greater, because a 5 in the hundreds place is greater than a 3 in the hundreds place. So it really doesn't matter what the next 2 digits are. Let's say this one is 2 zeros, and over here again I have 2 9s. Well, because the hundreds place in this number is greater than the hundreds place in this number, that makes 12,500 greater than 12,399. Now, a lot of times students also have trouble reading the symbol. They forget which symbol means less than, which symbol means greater than, and which symbol means equal to. Always remember that the arrow on a symbol is going to point to the smaller number. The arrow will point to the smaller number. And the way you know what that symbol says is to read the number sentence. 9,999 is less than 10,000. This number sentence, 12,500 is greater than 12,399. And that's how we compare numbers.